so good to be back here in South Carolina, home of the Gamecocks.
The iron Keyshawn swords in from the weak side, however, and flushes that done.
There it is.
Driven hard, the Gamecocks will take the series against their rival.
Hello again, everybody. Welcome to 2025, and welcome back to the Gamecock Insider. I'm your host, Derek Scott. After a couple weeks away, we are so happy to be back with you here at the Rice Athletic Center to talk Gamecock athletics, from football to men's and women's basketball. So much to get into on today's show. We begin with our injury report. It is sponsored, as always, by our partners at Prisma Health, the official team physicians and the official sports medicine center of the Gamecocks. And unfortunately, there is significant news to share with you for both men's and women's basketball. On the women's side, Ashlyn Watkins suffered a torn ACL. She is out for the remainder of the season. Our best to Ashlyn as she begins the rehab process after she undergoes surgery to repair that torn knee ligament. And the Gamecocks have to adapt without one of their returning veteran standouts. On the men's basketball side, similar bad news, although not necessarily season-ending news, for senior Miles Studi, who suffered a blood clot in his lower leg. It was something that took place in one of the final non-conference games, but just before the Gamecocks contest with Alabama on Wednesday night, it was announced that Miles would be out indefinitely. And I talked to him, and to be honest, he's just happy that it was discovered before any significant damage took place. His return right now is TBD, but we certainly have our thoughts going out to both Miles and Ashlyn. And that is your injury report, brought to you by Prisma Health. Now, while we've been away for the last 2 weeks, conference play has begun for both the men's and women's basketball team. When you get into SEC competition, no matter how much you've scheduled up, of course, Dawn Staley always schedules up in the non-conference, but no matter how much you have done so, it's just different when you start the SEC wars. They're not just battles. They really feel like wars every night out. Gamecock women's basketball knows it better than anybody. They have been the hunted for so many years now, at the top of the league, but they're ready to go again.
What do you think your team needs to do before you get into SEC schedule?
We need to get back to our habits. We just need to get back to being a disciplined team and playing to our standard. We just got to get back to who we are and get back to our identity.
Together on three. 1, 2, 3. Together.
There's nothing else left for us. There's no gimme games. There's no warm-up for our conference. There's nothing. Even if you think the bottom of our league is an easy game, there are no easy games. Zero. The ones you can get and the ones that you can blow out, you need to do it early and you need to do it all. I do believe that we have the best team. The best team has to show up and play to your standard.
We all we got. We all we need.
No surprise, the ladies have started off with a couple wins in SEC play, but the tests keep on coming, and we will continue to document those performances here on Gamecock Insider. We'll return with more in a moment. Gamecock Insider, presented by Learfield.
Gamecock Insider is brought to you by Prisma Health, the official healthcare provider of the Gamecocks, and by Backstreet's Grill. Join us every Thursday at Backstreet's Grill on Divine Street, where Carolina calls from 6 to 7 p.m. Visit backstreetsgrill.com to learn more about their unique food and drink options.
I know what it takes to build a winning team, and I see that shining brightly every day in our long-standing partnership with Prisma Health. As our official team physicians, Prisma's commitment to helping our players achieve their best gives us an advantage every time we take the court. Prisma is illuminating a better view of health from every angle for all of our Gamecock athletes and for the communities across South Carolina and beyond. There's nobody our team trusts more, as together we see a healthy, hopeful way forward.
I was perfectly happy where I was. I just coached one of the biggest games of my life. Then, just 3 days later, I was moving to South Carolina. That was unexpected. But that's how life works. Colonial Life's benefits keep you prepared for life's unexpected moments, empowering people to achieve their goals and keep moving forward. Colonial Life, keep unexpecting.
What does farm to table mean to you? Fresher, tastier food? Sitting down with family and friends at local restaurants? Sure, but thanks to South Carolina farmers and chefs, you can enjoy farm to table anywhere. That's because when you buy certified SC, you're supporting South Carolina farmers and getting locally grown food that's perfect for whatever table. So choose local, choose fresh. It's a matter of taste.
Farm Bureau Insurance wants to give you a VIP experience this baseball season. Visit usccontest.com and register for your chance to be Cocky's game day guest. Winners will get a special invitation to a game, an autographed baseball and ball cap, 2 premium tickets, a trip to the radio booth, and more. Visit usccontest.com to register today. Cocky's Game Day Guest is brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance, here for all your auto, home, and life insurance needs.
Welcome back to Gamecock Insider, everybody. I have to report, as disappointing as it is, the Gamecock football season has ended. It was an amazing year, though, wasn't it? I think we all thrilled to the amazing performance of that Gamecock squad throughout the season, and especially down the stretch as they really played so well, finishing up the year with the victory, of course, at Clemson before a bit of disappointment in the bowl game down in Orlando. But one thing about it, when the season ends, Gamecock fans look around and try and figure out what they do next, because it is so much a part of the fabric of their own identity.
Home.
It's more than a place. Home is a foundation.
We're born and raised Gamecock fans. It's bred into us, I guess.
Once you're wearing that Gamecock color, you are family.
You see family units that are generations of people.
And tailgating is about the fellowship, but it's just like family when we all come together, and that's what this is all about.
Memories etched deep within our hearts.
Just waking up early, blasting Sandstorm.
Hearing the Gamecock chant, all that sort of stuff, just doesn't get any better than that.
2001 playing, I mean, it ain't nothing really like that. Wherever you go, there's nothing that compared to that.
You can see the Gamecock community. It's unbelievable.
He is happy being here. We're not a stepping stone to the next program.
It makes me proud as a head coach when we have players that come in from other programs and they talk about the culture here is better than anywhere that I've been. This is the closest team I've ever been a part of.
Coming to Carolina definitely has made me grow up.
Whatever they tell you as far as we see this for you on the field versus we see you being this type of man off the field, I feel like they're going to do whatever they can to try to actually see that through.
Coming to Carolina has made me who I am today.
They just know that they're going to have a place here and just build this piece of history.
Yeah, I mean, this program shows family the same way we show family out here on a game day. They love each other. They fight for each other the same way we sit here in these fairgrounds and do for each other every weekend.
I love it. It never gets old.
An unwavering, unrivaled bond
that makes us who we are. Family.
The things that we do here, uncomfortable, going to put you in some discomfort, but that builds that trust. It's contagious, and that turns into love for each other, and that's what this place is about.
It's culture based on having the back of the person beside you.
We are selfishly unselfish for the team.
Coach always speaks, I want to leave the place better than the way you found it.
If people don't understand why you're a Gamecock fan, they just don't know.
I'm able to be the next generation Gamecock in my family and carry on the legacy and passion that my family has.
This is a part of our life. It's in our blood. We have 80,000 family members out here now, so it's a great time to see all of them.
Well, that was a tremendous piece of production. Congratulations and hat tip to the folks who put that together with Gamecock Productions and all the folks who participated in the making. I'm sure it'll be a thrill if you see yourself or see your family member in there. And, well, the countdown is already underway for the 2025 Gamecock football season. Time to switch gears. It's our Terminix Pest Player of the Week. We will go with Tessa Johnson from Gamecock women's basketball. Her first 2 SEC contests of the season, averaging 16 points per game off the bench for South Carolina. What a boost that is to have a weapon like that coming off the pine for Dawn Staley. She had her career-high 22 against Mississippi State. So congratulations to Tessa from our partners at Terminix. We're back with more of Gamecock Insider in just a moment from Learfield.
Right now, lease a new 2024 Toyota RAV4 Hybrid LE for just $359 a month for 36 months. That's just $359 a month on the Toyota RAV4 Hybrid.
Merry Christmas.
I missed you.
Toyota. Let's go places.
It's another big night for the Gamecocks here in Colonial Life Arena.
Throughout my life, my friends and my family have supported me through the championships and the challenges. That's why it's so important for me to lift people up, to help them overcome the obstacles in their way. Colonial Life benefits keep you prepared for life's unexpected moments, empowering people to achieve goals they thought weren't possible. That's what really matters. Colonial Life, keep unexpecting.
Sound and Images has been providing the Midlands and South Carolina with professional audio-visual services for over 40 years. Now we're home to one of the most advanced venue and meeting spaces in the state. Experiencing the latest in video conferencing, live streaming, and virtual presentations at the new Sound and Images Business Center. We have space for every need, from smaller personal rooms to large rooms for conferences and events. Conveniently located just a few minutes from downtown. Elevate your AV and call Sound and Images today.
Good hard work has earned Tahina Pau the title of Colonial Life Academic Athlete of the Week. A member of the women's basketball team, Pau is a sociology major at South Carolina. This week's Academic Athlete of the Week is brought to you by Colonial Life. Colonial Life, the benefits of good hard work.
Lenore Sellers out of the gun, Attaway right side, first down, and more inside the 30, 25-20, Oscar on the run at the 10, 5, touchdown Carolina, touchdown Oscar Attaway on a 4th and 1.
That's your Sansbury. Did you see that play? Oscar Attaway breaks through on 4th down after the dust-up between the Gamecocks and the Illini and takes it to the house. Boy, you know the Citrus Bowl was rocking at that point in time. And Oscar really gave the Gamecocks a great performance in the absence of Gamecocks running back Rocket Sanders at the bowl game. Thanks to our good friends at Sansbury Eye Center for sponsoring our Did You See That Play. Let's switch gears a little bit now. Let's start some Gamecock baseball. Of course, they wrapped up fall ball before they wrapped up the fall semester. But as they come back to campus now, it will be Paul Maneri's coaching staff bringing them together and starting preparations for the 2025 season. Coach Maneri already putting his fingerprints on this program during his first fall at the helm.
A new era in South Carolina baseball begins today.
Paul Maneri.
Paul Maneri.
Paul Maneri. Coach Maneri.
Paul Maneri.
I am not shocked by this news.
Paul Maneri exudes confidence, and rightfully so.
The kids that are on this team that only have one more year of eligibility, they don't care about 2 years from now or 3 years from now. We're going to go out there and do the very best that we can this coming year.
I'm going to make players hustle. I'm going to make them back up bases. I'm going to make them communicate with each other. I'm going to make them earn their jobs.
This is the SEC. You got to show that you can hit SEC orange. Who's going to hit SEC orange?
Going about your business, doing it the very best that you can.
you're capable of. Now I want you to have that standard for yourself. Hey, you told me you wanted to work hard. We're working you hard, okay? You can't complain about it now. You asked for it. This is what we're going to do. And this is what's going to make you into a champion.
I know what it takes to build a winning team, and I see that shining brightly every day in our long-standing partnership with Prisma Health. As our official team physicians, Prisma's commitment to helping our players achieve their best gives us an advantage every time we take the court. Prisma is illuminating a better view of health from every angle for all of our Gamecock athletes and for the communities across South Carolina and beyond. There's nobody our team trusts more, as together we see a healthy, hopeful way forward.
Right now, lease a new 2024 Toyota RAV4 Hybrid LE for just $359 a month for 36 months. That's just $359 a month on the Toyota RAV4 Hybrid.
Merry Christmas.
I missed you.
Toyota. Let's go places.
You've never been afraid to put in the work. The extra early, extra late, extra work. Because you understand that education is the key that unlocks everything. Better pay, better hours, better opportunities, a better you. And playing the lottery is no different. Getting educated before you play gives you the tools you need to be a better player, like knowing when to play and when to take a rain check. Visit sceducationlottery.com/betteryou to be a better player.
Welcome back to Gamecock Insider, everybody. I'm your host, Derek Scott. You know, Gamecock men's basketball was the subject of a season-long series last year called Changing Expectations on Gamecock Insider. Well, Season 2 is underway. The first episode is available right now on Gamecocks Plus. And right now we're going to give you a little sneak peek at what that episode looks like with a close-up perspective on the win over the Clemson Tigers.
And we're tied at 24.
Basketball's a game of runs. You know, it's a game where you want to punch first, and when you get punched in the face, how do you react? So
it's that first half. Pringle in the low post, goes around Locking, kicks to Studi. Another three from the corner. This one's good. That's three for Miles.
You said 24.
Right as they tied it up at 24. Do you remember what happened next?
I think I hit a three.
Don't say you think.
I think I hit
you know you hit a three.
I'm pretty sure I hit three.
Do you remember that shot or no?
Corner pocket, yep, corner pocket. Definitely with that shot, like I kind of felt a sense of just renewal, like, all right, guys, like, yeah, they made their run, but now let's go make ours. And you know what I'm saying, now allow these guys to feel good about themselves so far. So all about living for the moment, baby. So these opportunities, you never know when they're going to come knocking, but you always want to stay ready for them.
And now Jacoby Wright nearly has his pocket picked by Dylan Hunter, but he gets the ball back. Murray Boyles lobs for Pringle and the dunk. Great no-look pass. Pringle's got two more. He had to stretch as far as he could for that one. 39-32. Studi behind the ball screen, steps into a three. There's your answer. 4 threes for Miles Studi.
I think especially just over the course of the early season, I haven't been really, you know, impacting the game offensively like I have wanted to or have expected myself to so far. So it's all about trying to impact the game through other ways, you know, like I said, rebounding and stopping your man, stopping the other team from scoring and messing up their rhythm is something that you can capitalize off of and you know, really kind of impact the game through.
Guys want a bigger role constantly. They want a bigger role, and they just want to be thrust into that role, and they don't oftentimes think about what comes along with that role. It's either opportunity. If you're prepared for this moment, it's tremendous opportunity. If you're not prepared for that moment, it's tremendous pressure. And so Miles is certainly going to be out there. He's certainly going to have opportunity. If he grasps those opportunities, then what a great opportunity it is for him to shine. If he feels that he's not performing in those moments, then pressure is going to creep in. It's just natural. It'd be nice if he was a guy that could step into another role to where you could count on double figures points from him every game. And that doesn't mean That doesn't mean he has to change his game. Honestly, for a guy like that, it means he needs to be more aggressive in some areas to catch and shoot and look for a shot a little bit more. But it also means he needs to be more efficient. He needs to perform in those moments.
Tigers initiate their offense and get a three from Hype Breeder, and he hits again. Here's Ugasuk driving to the hoop, throws up an air ball, and Pringle catches it and flushes it.
A nice boost for
Jamari Thomas into the front court, drives, slips, throws it away. Terrible pass, run out opportunity for Clemson. Hype Breeder, lob, dunk for Chauncey Wiggins. And Clemson takes its first lead of the game.
We knew that they weren't just going to go away and let us run away with the game. So when they came and made their run, we just came together as a team again and said, hey, we're not going to let these guys take this game from us or come into our place and take what's ours. So
they also have the possession arrow. There's a jump ball. 10 on the shot clock. They need to go. They'll give it to Murray Boyles, right baseline against Sheffield. Taking his time, backing down, double team, kick out Ugasuk, corner three, Studi on the way. Timeout is called by South Carolina. Brad Brownell is beside himself. He thought his team got the ball in bounds before Lamont Paris could call a timeout.
Probably wouldn't be able to shoot it. So immediately I'm thinking like, all right, how can I position myself for this shot or get open to make a play? And I saw Morris get open, so once Colin threw the pass, I knew it was coming to me. About being ready, just getting my hands ready and having the confidence to step up there and know that I gotta let it go. 1 or 2 seconds left on the shot clock, make a miss like it had to go up. So thankful that it went in, and it felt amazing just to see a few go in that night for sure. I thought it was over after that. I thought it was blouses.
Three dribbles, flexes knees, shot released, missed it. Rebound Clemson, here comes Shefflin. 5 seconds left, bounces to Hunter. Hunter will shoot the running three at the horn, he banks it in! With 3/10 of a second left, Carolina didn't foul, and we are tied 80-80. Inbounds to Thomas, he lets it go, it's short, and we're going to overtime. The Gamecocks did not foul.
Thought it was a dagger at the end of regulation, so feeling really good going back into that timeout, ready to get it stopped, and they came down and hit something crazy. But brand new game, 0-0, like whether we were supposed to foul or not, like it's over now. It's in the past, and we got 5 more minutes to go out there and get it done. So let's give everything we got for these next 5 minutes.
Overtime it shall be. Amari Thomas on the right side picks up the dribble. He wanted to give it to C&B. They defended him with Studi, drives the baseline, kick out to Thomas, to pass to Ugasuk, corner three. Thomas behind the Murray Boyles screen, gets it into the slot, feeds it out to Jacoby Wright, shot clock at 4, Jacoby drives to the hoop, goaltending! He got it up on the glass before Chauncey Wiggins got a hand on it. Here we go, there's one screen. They get it into him at midcourt. 13 seconds left. Pringle takes him on the switch. 10 seconds left. Crosses over Pringle. Drives into the paint. Throws it up. Reeves has it. And he's fouled on his way up with 3.7 seconds left. The weight of the world on his shoulders here. First free throw. Up and no good.
They got him blocked out.
Rattled out. And you're right. Now you need everybody in that lane. Here's the free throw attempt from Reeves. It's up. He banked it in. Ball in bounds. They're going to be fouled immediately. Zach Davis will trigger it in. Bounces in the corner to Thomas, immediately fouled. Trying to make it a three-point game with 3.4 seconds left. One more for Thomas. It's up, it's good. You got them both. Will Carolina foul this time before a three can be attempted? 3.4 seconds left. Throws it to midcourt. It is caught by Hunter. Shoot another three, it's an air ball, and you can put Spurs on this one. In overtime, South Carolina holds on to knock off number 25 Clemson, 91-88, another thriller. between Lamont Paris and Brad Brownell squads. 3 years in a row. You could not ask for more entertaining basketball.
You've never been afraid to put in the work. The extra early, extra late, extra work. Because you understand that education is the key that unlocks everything. Better pay, better hours, better opportunities, a better you. And playing the lottery is no different. Getting educated before you play gives you the tools you need to be a better player. Like knowing when to play and when to take a rain check. Visit sceducationlottery.com/betteryou to be a better player.
Farm Bureau Insurance wants to give you a VIP experience this baseball season. Visit usccontest.com and register for your chance to be Cocky's game day guest. Winners will get a special invitation to a game, an autographed baseball and ball cap, 2 premium tickets, a trip to the radio booth, and more. Visit usccontest.com to register today. Cocky's Game Day Guest is brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance, here for all your auto, home, and life insurance needs.
Sound and Images has been providing the Midlands and South Carolina with professional audio-visual services for over 40 years. Now we're home to one of the most advanced venue and meeting spaces in the state. Experiencing the latest in video conferencing, live streaming, and virtual presentations at the new Sound and Images Business Center. We have space for every need, from smaller personal rooms to large rooms for conferences and events. Conveniently located just a few minutes from downtown. Elevate your AV and call Sound and Images today.
What does farm to table mean to you? Fresher, tastier food? Sitting down with family and friends at local restaurants? Sure, but thanks to South Carolina farmers and chefs, you can enjoy farm to table anywhere. That's because when you buy certified SC, you're supporting South Carolina farmers and getting locally grown food that's perfect for whatever table. So choose local, choose fresh. It's a matter of taste.
Gamecock Insider is brought to you by Prisma Health, the official healthcare provider of the Gamecocks, and by Backstreet's Grill. Join us every Thursday at Backstreet's Grill on Divine Street, where Carolina calls from 6 to 7 p.m. Visit backstreetsgrill.com to learn more about their unique food and drink options.
We're back to wrap things up on this week's edition of Gamecock Insiders. Time for the On the Road segment brought to you by our partners at Toyota. And boy, Gamecock men's and women's basketball, they've spent this past week at home, both of them 2 games apiece. But Colonial Life Arena is going to be quiet for a while, at least from a basketball standpoint, because both of those squads are hitting the road this week. First up, the men will be in Nashville Wednesday to take on the Vanderbilt Commodores. Then the next night, Thursday, the ladies are in Tuscaloosa battling Alabama. And then the men are back at it on Saturday, their first ever visit to Norman, Oklahoma to take on the Sooners in men's basketball. And that is On the Road, brought to you by Toyota. That wraps things up for us on this week's edition of the Gamecock Insider. I'm Derek Scott. We'll see you next week.
This has been an exclusive presentation from Learfield.